you, babe. Picking up a planet with a press on it. It's easier holding you down.
Welcome back to another episode on Jack TV. If you guys have not checked out Walla P and Tia's episode, make sure you guys go do that now so this podcast won't be a spoiler alert.
Our decoy Tia has been texting and keeping in contact with Walla for over 2 weeks now.
So how do you feel about him like engaging in conversation with her, entertaining her for all the time he's been entertaining her?
Oh yeah, he failed too with that too.
If you were to actually travel here from Dallas to come see our decoy Tia, that would be all the clarity Layla needs to actually move on.
Are we going to sleep on the phone?
No, we don't go to sleep. He calls to check on me basically.
Will he come? Let's find out now on Jack TV.
So we're here to talk about the last episode that transpired while you guys had your loyalty test. And first and foremost, how you guys been doing?
Oh, I've been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been alright, man.
So this is the first time ever, Tia, where I had a decoy actually start liking the subject or whatever you want to say. And y'all look like y'all are in a relationship. So can y'all give me an update on that?
We rocking.
Y'all rocking?
Yeah, we rocking. For sure. Like, shit. We going, yeah, we together.
Okay. Lay actually was on her way. You know what I'm saying? She said she's going to be a part of the podcast. So she's just running late, I guess. So when she do come, you know what I'm saying? Let's try to. Have you had conversations with Lay? How did everything end there?
I mean, just the ending by itself was just a lot.
Like, how did you actually start to catch feelings for somebody that you was supposed to be trying to catch cheating?
I mean, honestly, like, after I was talking to him for a while, my initial transaction was to just, to stick to the plan. But then, like, we was talking and whatnot, and I actually started liking him. Like, energies don't lie. It don't lie.
So you started, like, the energy.
Yeah, it's all about the energy connection.
All right. So the video was about 24 days ago. Somebody can fact check me on that. How have, like, the loyalty test affected you in your personal life? Like, both of you guys.
Well, with me, I'm a dog ass, lying ass, cheating ass nigga. But, I mean, shit.
I'm sorry. Lying ass, cheating ass, dog ass nigga. She talking about. Tell him, honey.
I mean, I get the backlash too. I mean, they feel like I should just stay to my job title, which it's okay, but things happen. Got some people on my side.
Let me ask you this. So if you was in Lay's shoes and you reached out to me wanting to put Walla P to the loyalty test and Lay was the decoy and she ended up, how would you feel?
I would never be her because I'm not going to do no loyalty test on my man. If you got to do all that on your man, you shouldn't be with him.
It's so funny because I would also not do all that. Like, I feel like some people like to hurt their own feelings. Like, they'll go through their partner's phone, or they'll go through shit they shouldn't go through, and they'll find what they were looking for, or swear is a problem, or make a problem out of things. Because they're so adamant on finding something wrong. That's a point, like, anybody you feel like you have to conduct an entire loyalty test on. I'm not saying that person is really a cheater or ain't shit. And I'm not saying that you're insecure, like, totally. Or, like, that's not always the case. It's not always so black and white. I think some people genuinely really just want to know. And again, I think I mentioned this, sometimes people change their minds, so even if
you gotta do all that on your man, you shouldn't be with him.
They can change.
That's
their
how I
mind,
feel.
like right before something happens, or like basically, I'm saying to the point when it's like basically over already if you're doing a loyalty test, because a relationship is really built on trust, right? Like, straight up. Or like a lasting one, at least. You should be with somebody And this isn't just to say that cheating is always what someone's hiding from you, because I feel like some people
You don't even
feel like
understand
people
where she's
move
coming from with that.
secretive.
I understand it, but if
And
I'm putting myself in her
they
shoes,
hide
I would
things from
never
their partner.
hire a whole team
And
and all
that
the
automatically
all the
means they're
people that
cheating,
she
or
did
like
not
they
know
like
about
a lot
me.
of space,
True,
or
but
like they
I
like
feel like if you gotta put your man to a loyalty
things
test, why are you with
that
him anyway?
don't literally equate to like cheating per se, but in their minds, if not them, who else? Sometimes, or they're just taught like some really toxic habits or things to look out for, and in turn you would get a toxic outcome. Well, not only filling your head with and applying to your real life.
There's already something wrong.
Right. Me personally, watching how everything unfolded, Guadalupe, did you and Lay have like an open relationship? Because you give those vibes that's like you kind of do your own thing when in a relationship.
Yeah, I wouldn't just say it was just open. I get.
He doesn't give the vibe that he does his own thing. He said himself that he's a dog and he's a cheater.
Lay already knew. When I was saying like, damn, you already know me.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Which is,
I don't think in the heat of the moment or like with a wound that fresh, it's okay to say to someone to chill for real. However, they should know how to handle their emotions in a way that's not going to hurt someone that does not need to get hurt, because the real issue is the lying ass ninja, really. But some people don't know what to let their pain or hurt out on, like, or they're not thinking about that for real. They're just looking for something to blame, instead of taking accountability for not listening to their intuition or letting people make them feel like they're crazy. When they know they're not.
You see?
yeah, we ain't gonna be able to have a conversation if y'all keep doing that, Lay.
I understand why the girl that's not the decoy, why she feels the way she feels and why she's on 10 right now. Like, even just seeing her ex-boyfriend sitting next to somebody that clearly doesn't have, like, what's the word, contrition. It's really wild.
Clearly you do.
Clearly, I fucking.
You do.
You have a problem?
You do. Your face has a whole problem.
You have a
You're
problem?
mad.
Problem?
Baby, you just walked in here on 10.
The fact that she seems to
So
be
you
alive
when you walked in, you kind of tried to fight Tia. What
warrants to
why
me
do you feel that way
personally
towards
why
her?
this girl would look at her like that
The bitch just did some weird ass shit. Like,
and
bitch,
like
you not
be
even
on
here.
10?
Why is she here?
It just seems like her attitude
Because I took your
or her
money, that's why
motive
I'm here.
was to do that, because that's not what you say when you just coincidentally ended up with someone that you were supposed to catch cheating. Her going, I took your man, is implying that that was a potential desire subconsciously or something. And then that girl was probably like waiting for the day somebody would try to take her man, because she just feels like it can happen. So they just naturally attract this whole mess. You just have to listen to how people think, how people talk. And I'm not saying the decoy is wrong for ending up with this guy, but it's the delivery of like her defense. It's like she's getting a kick out of like being that way or having that outcome, and then like having somebody else sitting on the short end of the stick. I don't really think that's nice.
Let's get it.
Bro, we can't have no fucking podcast. She gonna
Because that
keep
could happen
doing
to
that.
anybody for real. Like,
Both y'all got shit. Stop being Y'all gotta be able to. If we do that again, one y'all, we gonna have to remove one y'all. Like what's your issue with Tia? Just for the audience to understand and get a more clear vision.
My issue with her is, bitch, you were specifically paid to do a certain job, and you went overboard. Like, for what?
I don't think she went overboard. Like, if you have a decoy, like, doing their job, yes, some of them probably really are good at their job, like, too good. But I don't know. There's really no such thing as going overboard, like, with something like that. I mean, yeah, they could be, like, milking it. But ultimately, it really depends on, like, where the subject is at, like, mentally, or, like, what their temptation threshold is for real at that time. And, like, where they are emotionally and, like, what they want or need. And
For what? You think he not gonna do you how he did me?
No.
Bitch, how you get him is how you lose him. Remember that.
And that's true. How you get someone is how you lose them from a big picture sense. But she's just not willing to see, like, how there are individuals, like, there's nobody above you or below you. And just because she ended up with him doesn't mean you won't find who you're supposed to end up with. Like, I feel like people put a person too much on a pedestal, like, they give them too much credit or too much power over them, over what they can have. If you clearly know that this man is a cheater and you're trying to be with someone that exclaimed that they're a cheater, I wouldn't really put so much trust in that and tell myself they wouldn't cheat on me, though, or I'm an exception, because who somebody is who they are. Like, you can't fix or change somebody. I mean, you can help, you can guide the horse to the water, but you cannot force them to drink. Like, you can give them all the advice in the world, you can give them all the evidence in the world, you can give them all the love and care and affection that they need in the world. You can do everything right or wrong, and somebody's just gonna be who they are. Like, it's their truth. Like, so you live your truth and protect it yourself.
Okay?
The right man to change for you. You just want the right girl.
Okay.
That's
You
all.
think you are? You think you are?
And she's coming from a place of hurt when she comes for the decoy sometimes, because she would rather argue with her or fight with her than, like, the dude, or, like, pick at her brain and make her feel how she feels right now, which is, like, not really fair to do to a decoy. But coming from her standpoint, I can understand why. Like,
Compared to you,
That's
yeah.
funny as fuck.
Compared to you,
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
but it is funny because when somebody feels like they took something from you, like, and it's in their nature to be that way, or, like, when they feel like they got one over on you, or, like, nothing can ever happen to them, like, they're not humble, basically, they just feel uppity and better than somebody, life turns around and humbles everybody at some point. Like, literally, the fact that the decoy is getting the kick out of it, and then trying to make the girl feel like
So have
something's
you
wrong with
had a
her
conversation
as to
with him?
why the relationship didn't work out.
Is
It's
there anything
toxic,
that you would
and
like to
she's
say to him or vice
with her
versa?
match right now, this
Did
cheater
y'all get
and this
clarity or
toxic
closure,
person,
anything that
and
y'all
they're
would
gonna
like to get now?
realize why it's not
I
good to
really
be
don't know
toxic,
what to
because
say for real.
naturally
Cause it's like shit, I'm in the middle.
vengeance is the Lord's. So yes, it can get better than you, sir, when she meets somebody that's going to be honest and not identify as a dog or a cheater. Just because you might be confident you have money, or you have this, and you have clothes, and you have this sense of self that's extremely high, doesn't mean she has to see you how you see yourself. Like, it doesn't mean that nobody could just be better than you. Like, you're not better than anyone. Especially when it comes to like somebody you're dating. Like, you're not better than her.
I said it don't what?
You know better than me.
It do.
It don't.
10 times better than you.
Can't be. Can't be.
Yes, it do.
His denial is going to slap him in the face one day.
Hey.
Like,
You think you the best nigga out of that? That's hilarious.
Hey, you see that?
That's hilarious.
That's why
You know how many niggas
I
I could have had when
I
was
stay with
you?
I stay on my move. Yeah, what you thought I was sleeping? Nope, not at all.
because there's somebody for everybody. So, honestly, if something doesn't work out with someone, that doesn't mean something was wrong with you or them. Like, it doesn't mean they fumbled you or you fumbled them. Like, it just means y'all weren't compatible. Y'all weren't it for each other.
So is it safe to say for some of the reasons that Leia came to me
Pride.
to put you to the loyalty test that she
Pain
was
and
right,
hurt.
Right.
being that it
Right.
unfolded how it did and the circumstances that we were all in, just like
Safe and
her
do
feeling like
things they
she had
don't
to put you
mean
to a
for real,
loyalty
or
test.
just try to boost themselves.
I don't feel like
Love
she
the
should have just
pain.
went.
So, Leia, somebody watching right now thinking about putting a significant other to a loyalty test, what kind of words could you give them?
Do it.
I don't think it's nice to be talking ish about the girl that he just so happened to deal with or like. That would then justify why he would want to like be with somebody else, because he could tell himself, oh, you're just a hater, or you're just like insecure. You don't want to give them that. Even if you do feel that way, just don't give them more reason to lack accountability. Like,
Girl, like I said, she wants to run her dick suckers, but she ain't really popping.
The thing about it is that though, not for real.
I just feel
on some real shit. Like, it don't really be like no spontaneous shit. It's like shit be serious, and you see, shit just serious. Everything's serious. Like,
that's why it's important to know what you like and to know what somebody else likes, like what they like to do, what they like to eat, what they like to listen to, what they want to do with their life. You gotta understand where they are in life. You have to understand this other person that you're trying to be with or that you're with. So, like, if y'all communicate and y'all compromise and y'all share things and y'all do things, and one of you or both of you don't feel like it's enough or it's too much, that would be a sign to be with somebody that you can feel like, okay, we're doing just enough, or like, we do plenty, or like, yada yada. Like, you don't have to feel like, oh, they're boring, or oh, they're too much, oh, they're outside too much, they're lame. It's gonna be like a match. And on top of that, a lot of men or a lot of people sometimes in these types of relationships where it's like a blame game instead of like a resolve, there's no understanding of how a traumatic or dull relationship could really change somebody's personality a little bit, or like make them feel like doing less or doing more, or like really somebody, your compatibility with someone can like ultimately determine y'all's results in life. Like whether y'all take a damn walk or picnic or make a movie together, like find your match and accept when somebody's not for you, and don't try to force things. And then also accept that if you win some, you lose some as well. If you lose some, you win some. If you end up losing this guy or this girl, it's not the end of the world. Like, the world is large. There are plenty of fish in the sea. I'm not saying that to say go out and be out there with anybody, everybody. I'm saying You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to want someone. You're allowed to reject someone. You're allowed to grieve someone. You're allowed just accept the yeses and the nos and take the path of least resistance. So like in this instance, they seem to have been on one mission, and these two on the screen just so happen to mesh. That's not their fault. Like, it's just an outcome thing. Like, even if you start as friends with benefits with someone and y'all don't get the outcome that one or both of you desired, that's not anyone's fault. That's just what occurred. So you accept what something is like and move like that.
Like, damn, chill. Sometimes, like, let's be on some fun shit. Let's be on some cool shit. Let's be, but it'd be
So
like,
it's hard to be
you
spontaneous and have fun with someone that's clearly a liar and a cheater. Like, it would be over time more difficult to keep a smile and a fake happiness on your face. And then he's gonna turn around and make her feel like she's the reason why he cheats all the time, because she's just not fun with him, when she can probably just tell that he's a liar.
so damn
So why would she
serious.
want to have fun with
And I ain't gonna lie, I don't
somebody
like
that's
this shit
playing
at all.
Right.
too much?
Like, you never felt like you could have communicated that before it even got to this point?
I could have, in a way.
Yeah, they both just want to blame the other for why they feel what they feel when they just need to feel how they feel. And understand that even if the sex with someone is really good, or y'all can talk, or y'all get along, or y'all look good together, you feel comfortable, if you notice other aspects of the like relationship just not like sitting right, it's okay to pull the plug. Like,
Issues that you have with Lay is kind of like he's the common denominator to that, and within that it's a little slight disrespect, but I don't feel that you actually have a real problem with her.
I don't have a problem with her. I don't have a problem with Shorty. She has a problem with me, which I understand. I clearly got him to do what you wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, she has a point. She has a point. Like, after that, seeing him clearly cheat, you would want to like remove yourself from that person, right? Like, or not care about what the F they got going on.
Clearly. And then, shit, like I said, energy don't lie. Like,
All right.
okay, yeah, I had a job to do, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, I still have feelings. I'm still human. I mean,
All right.
like I said, it was the conversations. It was, you know, us FaceTime. It was all that. So it was just like, and when we met for the first time, the energy was there. The vibe was there.
All right.
Was I supposed to just be like, no? And
I feel bad because it really was there, like the chemistry. Like, even watching that video, I was like, damn. Anyway, I'm gonna put that out there. Just because something started out as something doesn't mean it has to end as like with what you expected. All right, like basically they're saying she's wrong for just ending up with more than she was expecting to walk out with. Like, basically, if you go apply to work at Red Lobster and you're a server and you tell yourself, okay, I just need this job right quick. I just need this job right quick, 'cause duh. And then you end up being the manager. Are you supposed to be stoned because you just ended up being more than you were supposed to be? No. No. That's just okay. It's giving, that's the reaction with the chemicals that y'all are. Sorry. It's in science.
Yeah, the energy is there. The vibe that we got when we together and we talk and we have conversations, that's the vibe. Now, wherever, the journey leads us, it leads us. But
Right.
now, yeah.
So within you conducting a loyalty test, what was your turning point?
Well, I really didn't know that I really liked him until we sat and we talked for the first time.
Which was when?
At the house.
Like, why you were doing the test?
Damn.
Yeah. Like, I knew I kind of liked him, but then when he got there and it was like energy, we sitting there vibing, we chilling, we talking, like.
That's why I said, damn, it ain't nothing to it, bro. Like,
It is something to it, though.
you mad at me for what, though?
I'm not mad. Trust and believe. I'm not mad.
It's something there, though.
It's
It's
not.
like that.
You see how serious you are? Like, on the cool, the vibe was for real. Just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
The vibe was the, like, how we were vibing and chilling and talking and all that shit, like.
I feel bad because people need to be honest with people that they're with or people that they're interested in or people that they dated or yada yada. Like, I feel like 90% of cheating comes from like, oh, it's just complicated. Oh, I can't talk to my partner. Oh, we don't do this enough or we don't do that enough. So why didn't you just say that and find a way out? Now, I'm not saying it's easy because sometimes people are hyper attached or like they can't let go, man or woman, like emotionally at least, like they're really deep in their attachment to you. So it's harder, to be honest, with people that make you feel like a villain for setting boundaries or sometimes just being for real. Like, I'm not saying cheating is the route. You should never cheat on somebody or be a cheater, like say to yourself, you're a cheater. No, but like, if it so happens to happen, at least just know why it happened and try to avoid that in the future. Like, if you feel like, oh, one time I cheated because I couldn't talk to my partner or we didn't have enough sex or yada yada yada, just know the next time you get in a relationship, make sure you pick somebody that you can talk to, that you can see yourself with, and that satiates you enough to where you don't even have to use too much corn. You don't have to follow a bunch of bitches on Instagram. You don't have to like stimulate yourself constantly because you're just bored. And be honest, because everybody's idea of success and everybody's idea of bored and everybody's idea of fun is very different. Like, you have to just figure it out.
Man, you don't be chilling and talking and vibing. Huh?
I give it 2 months.
Why would you want to chill and talk and vibe with a lying ass nigga? I would feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. Like,
Or you want to get your little stuff wet by somebody else. 2 months is what you got. Trust and believe.
that's gonna be a
Trust.
block in the auras. Like,
I feel like
She
it
gonna
might
try
go
to
longer
talk
than
it.
that, but
his aura gonna be like, I'm a liar.
I'm blocked.
She gonna
Keep
be
me
like,
though.
See y'all in a whole committed relationship.
Yeah, we together.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we
Do
together.
it.
I mean, the energy and everything was there longer than what me and you was. So yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
Laugh at it. It is what it is, though. It's real, genuine, and it's, the connection better.
That's what it is.
All right, let it be less then.
And I do feel bad because really, that connection really does matter. Like, that connection. And sometimes people's routes to that connection is messy. Like, it's messy. Like, you can't always do things the right way, to be honest. So, like, I'm not saying they're right for real, but at least they're honest. I think this girl that hired the decoy and was dating this lame or this liar. I think she just doesn't want to be honest with herself because she's still emotionally attached. Like, knowing they're not about to be together, or like knowing they're not together, knowing that he has some just sitting right next to him. Like,
Let me rest in peace. Let me rest in peace.
I give it 2 months.
That's cool then. Let me rest in peace. Let me rest in peace. I ain't coming back to there. I ain't coming back there.
I want you back over here, boo. You done already touched that.
What you mean by turned up?
She was already good.
I'm making my money. I'm doing my business.
She was already good, Jay. That's what I'm saying.
You don't know
the
what
loyalty
the fuck I
test,
was
all
like.
that shit. That shit.
Long story short, real shit, I was real to you.
I don't see it.
Okay.
So you don't feel like she was?
No.
In what way?
No, I don't. When we be chilling and shit, no.
So you feel like she was? What you mean? Like you feel
Like, secretive. Like, she's secretive, bro.
I just thought this was so hypocritical of him to say, like, you see how when you do things a certain way or you live life a certain way, for example, he literally said within the first 5 to 10 minutes of this video, he's a cheater and he's a liar. And he's
A dog ass, lying ass,
Then-
cheating ass nigga.
75% through the video, he's saying she's
Secretive.
She just, he can't trust her. Textbook projection, first of all, but I'm gonna just let it.
She's secretive. When a female real secretive around you,
Secretive how? Secretive how?
hey, if you gotta be around me and
Okay.
put your shit up and, you know,
Who
all
really
that little
secretive?
shit. Nah, I ain't fucking with that. So it was already like, yeah.
He's just looking for like an excuse to cheat because he knows he's constantly thinking about hella people, probably, if not cheating, definitely thinking about just that all the time. Like, it's on his mind. So he's looking for her to be doing what's on his mind. IRL, like, if she turned this way by accident, he's just gonna be looking for like little things to confirm what's going on in his head.
Oh, shit, like I said, okay, I was already
I'm gonna just calm down.
chopping it up with little females. Like, boom, me and Shawty started talking and shit. All right, we chopping it up. Did I know about the shit? The test shit? No. Me and her chopping it up, and it was real. It was a real combo. We having real conversation, asking real questions.
And there's nothing wrong with like expressing this. The way they're expressing it, it's just the extra jabs or stabs they be taking, like when the girls want to be catty, or like when he wants to make her feel like you just couldn't do it for me.
And you serious as fuck all the time, man.
Because
Hell
look at
no.
what you do. Look at how you act. You're a little boy. You act like a kid.
Alright,
You do.
Alright.
You do. Grow up.
grown.
Grow up. Everything you asked for, I gave it to you. Everything you needed, I gave it to you. Whether it was, you know, the bedroom or whatever, I gave it to you. Okay? So you can't sit here and say that I'm too serious, I ain't do enough for you, or I didn't treat you right.
Girl, just be happy with somebody else.
That's why I say I give y'all 2 months, because you get bored too fast, and I see that. I really do. But it's cool, because I'm a real P-ass bitch, and I ain't gonna do too much.
I just said, damn, be serious. Be spontaneous. Have fun.
I don't want to be spontaneous. I don't want to have fun.
She knows how to be spontaneous and have fun. It's just she's probably been with somebody so draining for so long that it's a little more difficult to like open up or like have fun, because you feel like you'll be having fun for nothing when you're around the wrong person trying to have fun and they clearly on bullshit.
I want to be down with somebody, and I thought that was gonna be you.
You can be down. Yeah, I mean, you can't
down
now.
with other people. It's cool. I'm gonna just let you.
Yeah.
You still young. I'm young.
Right. Right.
Hope you find your path in life.
You too, man.
And for you, I know we got off to a bad start or whatever, and the reason I came in on 10 is because like I felt disrespected for real, like to the core. Like if we was rocking with each other, that's how I felt, even though we wasn't.
I get what you're saying, and as a woman, I can apologize for my part in it. I came to do a job. I feel like I did the job. I got what needed to be done. Now, as far as us being together afterwards, it was nothing malicious towards you. Like, I don't know you, you know what I'm saying, to be even beefed up with you. I'm just giving you the same energy that you giving me, baby. That's it.
The day we had met in school, when we first came in as we go, we was cool, we chopped it up. I was not expecting you to sit here and leave with him.
You think I expected to leave with him?
Baby, you got control of your own actions.
I do.
That's what I'm saying. She just wants to be upset with the girl for real. Because she's not comprehending how it's not her fault. Even if that was her intention, your partner should not take the bait. Even if she walked in ass out, pressed as hell, with that as her goal and only goal in life, he, knowing he was with her, not the decoy, should know to say he got a girl.
I do.
You do.
But did you
And
think
you're
that
saying you human,
I-
you got feelings, but still, like, I got feelings too. This was my man.
But
This
you
was my
acting
nigga.
like it was my initial intent. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're not listening.
Yeah.
I sat here and done said multiple times it was not my intent. I didn't come in there like, yeah, I'm finna leave with her man. Like, that ain't even my character and how I move. Nothing like
Think about
that.
it this
That's
way.
not. Go ahead.
This one.
I just feel like you have to be really open-minded for situations like this. Like she said, she has feelings too, and it's like, yeah, but you're taking your feelings out in a very like volatile way. Like she's ready to fight, or she's ready to. She's more mad at the girl than the guy, and she's putting him on a pedestal like he's something to grab, reach for, take, or like. I don't want to say like he's not a prize, because like everybody deserves to feel that way. I'm saying everybody deserves to feel confident and feel like somebody wants them. But like, I don't know.
You came on a loyalty test and left with a man who failed the loyalty test. How you think that shit gonna turn out for you?
Yeah.
Real shit. Answer it. How you think it's gonna turn out for you?
It's a
You
great
lived with a man who cheated on his
If I can
girlfriend or
talk.
whatever in 5 months.
She has a point, because the only reason that's just sus is because for someone like him who labeled himself a cheater, he could just do that again. And then he looking at this girl that he was dating and then this girl that's next to him and comparing them and going, basically, she's better than you. She's basically better than you. And she does for me what I always wanted you to do. So he's still thinking about her. And everything's based on that original girl. And he's gonna then, if he continues to identify as a cheater or a liar or a dog, keep finding somebody that's applying more pressure than the last. And he's not going to be satisfied. And he's always going to, like, blame the junk instead of his dog, his pet, his tail. Like, that's why, like, once a cheater, always a cheater. Or, like, how you get him is how you lose him. It's really black and white. That's what I'm saying. In his case, I would apply that,
lying ass, cheating
that's
ass
just
nigga.
who he is. But like when it's like a complex situation with like remorseful people, or like the shit is a little messy, I would say, yeah, the possibilities are endless. Like people can have somebody could have a whole different relationship with someone you dated than you did with them. You could have a whole different relationship with someone you dated in comparison to when y'all did at one point, because people change, things change, times change. Like, that's why you accept yourself, them, where you are, where they are. People meet you where they are in this life. They can only love you as much as they love themselves.
And put what's going on in your life on the next person. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Just because he wasn't the right man for you, or he didn't want to be the right man for you, doesn't mean he wouldn't want to do that for me.
She's coming off like
Okay.
she's coming off really brash about it, but it's true. Like, cause she has to defend herself from this girl that's clearly like ready to claw at her. Y'all are different people. Like, you clearly didn't know him enough. Y'all clearly didn't know each other enough. If stuff like that is happening. And you have to do a loyalty test.